What's going on, everybody? Good morning, grand rising, whatever you say. Last night there was a siren. Well, first of all, my water heater turned on when I started the live stream. Last night there was an ambulance siren that drove down the street and then drove back when I woke up in the middle of the night one time. Probably 2 a.m. or something. I don't know what time it was, but woke up in the middle of the night. I roll over in bed, and then the ambulance siren goes off, synced with it, and it drives down the street, and then it comes back a few minutes later, and then it honks its horn when it drives near my apartment. And then I just heard some banging sound right now. I don't know what that was, if it was outside or inside the building or where it came from. It's sync though. Got some chemtrails out there this morning. A little bit. A few chemtrails. Did the same thing to you last night? And then I got a frequency shot last night too before I went to bed. That was really intense. And I see a bunch of stalker cars driving by, taking their kids to school or whatever they're doing. But yep, I need help. So, just came on here to say that again. Because I don't know what else to do. It's not what I want to do, is come on here and beg for help, but it's what I have to do because I don't know what else to do. Still playing catch up from 5 months of not having a job because people are targeting me. That I lost the job because people are targeting me. And now my new job only gives me about 10 to 12 hours a week, except they gave me a few more hours, 1 week. And then I've been working for someone else, but they keep postponing it and whatever, so I don't know when I'm gonna work for them again. But yeah, just trying to play catch up, get my life back. So anything helps. But the government is killing people with weather machines, and then they're not rescuing people in North Carolina, and there was a tornado in Florida that was like a record-breaking tornado, and it lasted for like 2 hours. And then like they're lying about the numbers of people dying. Like they're covering up how many people actually died in North Carolina. There's this guy walking in front of the intersection as a FedEx drives through it right now. And a bunch of other stalkers driving by. And these two cars came and parked in the parking lot at the same time as each other. And he's walking in front of the car right now. Is it going to turn off? There's a white car driving by when he walks in front of the car, like driving in front of the car when he walks in front of it. So, and then apparently there's going to be storms this weekend in Central America, like where I live. So apparently there's going to be like tornadoes and shit this weekend. Probably some orchestrated tornadoes. There's a piglet. He's meeting cars synced. How was the frequency thing? Oh, it was great. Love it. This guy walking. Is he gonna stalk? If I see another FedEx. And then I heard this engine sound. It's probably synced with FedEx. Right when the guy gets to the street, there's this truck driving out. It looks synced with it. And he's getting in the truck. And he looks like he's syncing with a bunch of red cars, like when he got to the street, when he got in the truck. What they do is shoot directed energy weapons at me. And it's like... And sometimes it's more intense than other times. Last night was really intense. Feels like my hearing almost goes out in my one ear. It's usually my left ear, but last night was my right ear. I think it's usually, I don't know. But yeah, it was really intense. But it always only lasts for like a few seconds though, or like it'll kind of linger sometimes, like it'll be like buzzing or whatever, but like, yeah, it'll just be like, grow up and do something with your life. I'm trying, man. Been trying. There's a school bus. I don't know what it did. It probably did a synchronizer. It was meeting cars at the intersection, but there's a lot of cars right now, so I don't know what it was doing. Put the phone down and look for a job. I've been looking for jobs. There's the whiteys synced with a school bus right now. 2 whiteys synced with a school bus. My refrigerator clicks when he gets to the intersection with the school bus. And then there's this red truck driving in front of the intersection as another red truck drives through it. There's an engine sound going off, and the street light, or is it a light in the parking lot? Whatever it is, it turned off at the same time. Layer. And then there's another school bus that synced with the whitey and other sync heads. And there's people running in front of the intersection as the school bus drives through it. And that red truck is just sitting parked in front of the intersection sideways in the parking lot. I think they're getting in that truck. And then he's gonna pull off when something drives through the intersection or something. He's pulling off. I heard the heater on my wall click right as he started to drive. The heater knob on my wall. And my refrigerator just turned on. I think it was synced with him getting to the edge of the parking lot. So yeah, try not to smack. I know I smack too much. You're right. I'd be annoying myself when I watch my videos back. But I just did it again. It's just like an unconscious thing. I don't know why I do that. I'm just like. But yeah, it's not my fault that I'm broke. I was looking for jobs for 5 months straight after I lost my jobs because I'm being targeted. Because people are targeting me. And that's part of their targeting, is they want me broke. Do you hear the siren? I think it's a police siren. You gonna drive by me? Nope. It sounded like it started synced with me walking in front of this window. I'm sure y'all could probably hear that. But yeah, like the the jobs that I lost, some of them I made decisions I shouldn't have made, but at the end of the day, it's still because I was being targeted that I lost the job. I just saw an ambulance and then a telelift, and then there's this guy walking by me. He's probably synchronizing. But yeah, like that one job, I started it, and then they're like, it was like too cold to walk there one day, and I was like, or it was like, cause it was warm for a while. I've told this story 100 times, but if anyone's new here or whatever, it was warm for a while for like, it was like springtime. It was like getting warm outside, and then so she was like, "We'll do your training on Wednesday or whatever day." I was like, "Okay." And then like the day before Wednesday, I realized, oh shit, it's gonna be fucking like super cold tomorrow, and it's like a 2 mile, 3 mile walk to work or whatever. I can't get a ride, and like it's just too cold to walk. So I was like, because it was in the morning, and I was like, can I come later in the day when it's warmer? And she was like, I'll call you tomorrow, or some shit like that. So then tomorrow comes, she's not calling me, so I call her, and she's like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out if you uh, can't make it on the first day or whatever. I'm like, but you said you were gonna call me tomorrow. Like, what changed? She's like, I don't want to argue with you, and she just hangs up on me. And gang stalkers are always doing this. Like, I just ask questions, and they're like, I don't want to argue. Like asking a question isn't arguing. I'm just asking a fucking question. It's like they want to start an argument. Bitch, I'm not arguing. I'm asking what the fuck. Because yesterday, it seemed like it was fine. Today, all of a sudden, it changed. So what the fuck is happening? Can you explain? Nope, she just hangs up on me. And then I call back and she hangs up on me again. I keep seeing a bunch of FedExes out here. It must be like the time of day when they all go out, I guess. They're all synced though. But yo, thanks for reminding me. I need to quit the smacking. You're right. I be smack talking too much. But yeah. So ever since that, I was looking for a job for 5 months. And it seemed like a lot of them were purposefully not hiring me too. So, most likely. So, like, it shouldn't take 5 months to find a job. But it did. It took me 5 whole months to find a job, and then this job just doesn't give me enough hours. So, and then I do look for other jobs, and so And then I quit at Domino's because there's people stalking me every fucking day. And then, it was just like, I was just like, I don't know, I was just in a mood and I just quit one night. But I quit like at the end of the night though. Like I made sure like we were closing and like we were like almost done closing and then I quit. So it's not like I just quit like in the middle of my shift or whatever. And like I'm sure there's people quitting there all the time. Like it's nothing new. Like, but they won't hire me back. Like I've tried to apply there again because the tip money's good there. But whatever. And then the temp agencies never have any jobs. I worked at one job through temp agency, and every time I call them, they never have any jobs. Somehow, a temp agency doesn't have any jobs. And the temp agencies don't have any jobs, and the food banks don't have any food, real food. They got GMO food. Which isn't food if you ask me, so fuck that. So, I need help. Cash App, PayPal. And then my other job, last year, I lost because there was a pedophile stalking me at my job that I caught on Creepbusters. He was working at my job. Not only was he working at my job, he was stalking me at my job. And he would like come over to a workspace next to mine and he would like meet me at the doorway sink and he would like sink on me every day with all the other coworkers. And there's a child, there's people that bring their children in there. There's someone that brings their little boy in there all the time. He just hangs out in there. He hangs out next to the break room. And I saw like both of them at the same time one day. Like I saw the little boy and the pedophile guy in the break room at the same time one day. So I got fired from that job because of that. Because I spoke out about a pedophile working at my job. So then I was struggling for a while after that. I found a job, didn't like that job, so I quit it for that other job. But then I didn't have that job because she was like, she did that shit and I called and she was like, this isn't gonna work out. So now I was asked out for 5 months straight and I'm still catching up. And it's all my fault, but it's not. People say it's all my fault, but it's actually not. It's actually their fault. The people that say that's my fault is actually their fault because they're in on the game. They're stalking. So it's actually the stalkers that say it's my fault. So, and then I tried, like I said yesterday, I like went up to this guy. I was like, he's getting in a car next to me, and I was like, "Hey, sir, do you have any money I can get some food?" And he was like, "Sir, I'm a police officer. Don't be pandering. That's illegal." And I'm like, "Yeah, so is stalking." And he's like, "I'm not stalking." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Don't pander. It's illegal." I'm like, "So is stalking." So I can't pander in the streets. I gotta pander online because somehow that's illegal to ask for money when you need money, which you need to live. How is that illegal? What type of backwards society do we live in when pandering is illegal? I'm just supposed to die or what? Like, what am I supposed to do if I have no money and I have no means of getting money and I have to eat to live? Like, what do I do? Just die? The fuck? Why would someone stalk someone like you? I don't know, because they're fucking insane. And it's called working. Why do you get to sit at home and get free food whenever it works? I do work. I have a job. I just don't get enough hours. Yeah, they're insane. So are you. And the AC thing keeps looking. Take a look in the mirror. Ooh, hello. So, what type of name is Wasilowski? Damn, some chemtrails out there. But, it's a made up name. So you hide your identity because you're a stalker? Oh, I see whiteys. And then I heard this car hit its lock button right now, and my refrigerator clicked at the exact same time. And then I heard a bang sound right when I walked through this doorway. And then I heard a banging sound right when I walked through the doorway again. A different banging sound. Whatever type of sound. But yeah, trying all I can. But I just don't know what to do, man. What do I do? You hear those banging sounds? Um, yeah, it's crazy people just be like that, like this guy, like he's just a troll or whatever, but like I feel like some people like actually think like that. They're like everything is your fault. Whatever circumstances in your life is your fault. It's like no, shit happens sometimes. Sometimes you're being targeted and victimized. And sometimes shit just happens too. Like sometimes shit happens. And it could happen to you too. You could lose everything that you own. You could be homeless tomorrow. It could happen to anybody. Well, except for like a billionaire, maybe. You know what I mean? Like it could happen to anybody. Your house could burn down. You could lose everything you own. Like, do you just walk up to homeless people on the street and you're like, your circumstances are because of your actions? Like, to their face? Oh, there I go again. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I'm out.